Well, I wanted to do a video today for the Woodland Mills people, their company, the guys and ladies who work there. Someone told me, they said, you know, you need to send them pictures, or you need to send them a video of what you've done. I purchased a little HM122 back in, it arrived in October, mid-October, mid to late October, I guess it was, of 2021. And I began the milling process for my house and my baby barn. And this is the mill. Now I ordered the basic package plus an extension with the upgraded 9.5 horsepower engine. Best decision I made. Like I said, one extension, so allowed me to do 16'9", I think it is, and then I attached onto the end just a 4-foot extension of 2-inch angle iron. I've done videos on that. That allowed me to pull the head back all the way and to do a 20-foot, 6-inch roughly piece of wood, which I needed to do my rafters. So this is the machine that I used. I just was calculating. This is June 8th, 2023. I took 8 months off from milling from April of 2022 to November. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, yeah, November. So the best part of last year, because I had back surgery, and yes, it was related to lifting logs. And I also built my baby barn over here. As you can see, it's actually not really a baby. It's almost 600 square feet, 2-story, with the 600 with the 2 stories, 14 by 20. So I'm getting ready to start. I want to start building sometime, hopefully before the end of the year. So what I wanted to do, like I said, I don't want to belabor the video, but I just wanted to let y'all know at Woodland Mills what your saws can do. I have approximately 25 piles of wood, give or take. This is typical of it. These are my 16-foot material. These are my oak. Most of the stuff I've cut is white or yellow pine, but here's a case in point. This is my decking, deck material, or some of it. That is white oak. On the average, these piles are anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 board feet. I just calculated this one, and it's about 1,600 plus board feet in that one pile. So with 25 piles, you know, you're looking at what, 25 plus another 50%. So between 37 to 40,000 board feet of lumber. That's not including my baby barn, which is all milled out of wood off my property with my Woodland Mills as well. So I just wanted to kind of quickly scan here, show you what I did, what the mill can do. This one is a 12-foot stock material. These are a lot of my floor joists, 2x12s, 2x10s, 2x8s, things like that. That stack there, they're 16 foot long. Then any offcuts, there's a small stack of 4-foot offcuts. This is a stack of combination of studding. I've got some oak in there, about halfway down. I was just stacking out of the way here. I'm going to start sorting it. And then I have some cedar on the bottom, probably about 10 lifts of, or 10 runs of cedar there, or 8 for closets. This is the last of my studding, 2x6, 2x4. That's more 12-foot stock there. Now, most people get rid of their or burn a lot of their offcuts. I cut right down to the last piece of board I could get, and here's a case in point. This is a stack of 8 foot to 10 foot material. This is what I'm going to use for strapping, for molding, and I've got 3 or 4 stacks of this. Here are my 20 foot 4-inch rafter stock for the main house in the garage. So those are, like I said, 20 foot 4. These are all roughly 4.5 feet wide stacks. This is some of my earlier studying that I did. So this is more 2x6, 2x4. I already showed you the 12, showed you the 16s. These are 2 stacks of 8 foot offcuts. Like I said, just materials coming off my studying and whatnot. I'm going to start sorting this, planing it, making, doing piles for strapping and whatnot, and molding. This is offcuts of 12 foot, so these are all boards, 12 foot boards. I plan on using a lot of this material for molding. I may even board in a floor or 2 with it, and then just use 3/8 over the top of it to give me extra thickness. Do it old school. These are first floor studding, 9 foot 4, 9 foot 6, I should say. 2x6, 2x4. These are all of the really, what I'd classify as material that would normally get burned. I took it right down to roughly 2-3 feet in size. If I could get a 3-inch wide stick of wood out of it, I would. So I'm going to use a lot of that for panels in my my interior doors, cabinetry, whatever I can use it, shelving. That's what that all is. This material here is all of my plating, 2x4, 2x6 plating, and some rafter material for the main house and garage. I'm almost done. This first stack in here, the middle stack, that's all of my studying for my main garage, and a lot of the front porch is going to the roofing and whatnot. The roof structure, collar ties in the bonus room are all there. These are all butt cut. This is butt cut material that I made, just started doing about, probably a month ago. And that is going to be all of my interior doors, at least the main structure of my interior doors. So you can kind of get a feel for, even down to the finish work, what I'm using it for. Now the last 3 piles here, this one here is 16 foot stock. This is a combination of floor stringers, 2x4s, 2x6s. I just put pretty much everything as it was coming off. Like I said, now I'm going to sort it. These last 2 stacks out here are all hardwood. This one is mostly red oak. A lot of that's going to be steps, cabinetry inside the house. And this is white oak. This is outside material. I'm using it for main posts for decks and you name it. Decking. Even I want to put some guardrail around part of my driveway coming in, and I'm going to use that. So I cut some 6x6 there, you can see, and 3-inch by 6-inch stock. I've got a combination of material there. That's all hardwood. I'm almost done. Last thing is what I want to show you is what I have inside. This is material I actually did last year and planed last fall. I plane and dip everything in a chemical to keep the bugs from getting at it. Here is a case in point. Sorry, I'm using it for my workbenches as well. There's a stack of 16s, 14s, and then way back here in the back, sorry, this is going to take a minute to adjust, there's more 12-foot stock here. So this building, first floor, is stacked right full of most of my first floor material of the house. The floor joists, I should say. So I don't know how many board feet are there. There's a lot. Like I said, everything in here I built from lumber I milled out of my Woodland Mills. Even the stair treads, everything. This is the upstairs, and the reason I come up here is because I have a stack of, right over in here, that's all a stack of studding for the main house, interior studding. And then I have a bunch of clear pine here for molding, and that's not counting all of the stuff just stacked around here. So you kind of get a feel for the amount of work that little mill did over, I calculated about 12 months of milling. Pretty consistent. I've got about 360 hours on it. So 40-hour weeks. You can do the math. It's equivalent of, shouldn't do this in my head, was it 9 weeks? 9 4s, 36. So anyway, just to the Woodland Mills guys, you have really great equipment. The only thing, the only complaints I've had is just minor issues, and pretty much whatever anybody else has been pointing out, minor things. But overall, very pleased with it, with the functioning of this machine. And the only thing I think I would like to see different is something different on the crank. After 350-60 hours, the crank works really hard on that, and I have tried to use grease, silicone, whatever to try to get it loosened up. But other than that, everything works great. Other than kind of moving parts. I've replaced belts regularly, and blades, those types of things. The bearings, I just did bearings down here, and then the main bearings on the main wheels I just changed a couple weeks ago. So clutch is still working well. I don't know how many more hours it's got on it, but it's still working. And so anyway, just thought I would do a short video for the Woodland Mills people, and thought maybe the rest of you would enjoy the tour. I know I've given some of that before in an earlier video a week or two ago, but today is the day. I am finally done pretty much everything now as far as the pine. I do have 2 or 3 more logs and a couple trees over there, white oak trees, that I need to take down. I'll make decking, and I've got to do a few more, not a lot, but just a few more of the stringer material out of the white oak. So anyway, appreciate you joining me. Thanks to the Woodland Mills people and the product that they have and what they sell. If you're looking for, and this isn't a paid commercial or anything, but if you're looking for a very cost-effective piece of equipment to do milling, the Woodland Mills product is great, and the customer service is second to none. So until next time, from the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman, as always, you have a great day.